Hello everyone, I'm Ron Grant coming to you live and direct from Tortola in the Virgin Islands. You're watching 284 Media. Thank you so much for your time. The New Life Baptist Church will be hosting a financial management seminar. 3 guest speakers will be breaking it down for you. Today I'm joined by Bishop of the New Life Baptist Church, the one and only John Cline, who will be discussing this event and why he thinks it's so important. We'll be right back after a quick commercial break. One Stop Auto, located in the R&R Malone Complex, Parkwood Pond, is having a huge liquidation sale on all inventory, excluding vehicles and genuine Toyota and Lexus parts. Get no less than 50% off all items on shelves and inventory room. Items such as car covers, steering wheel covers, wipers, sealants, chemicals, emergency cones, adhesives, license plates frames, air filters, oil filters, front brakes, rear brakes, front rotors, rear rotors, radiators, shocks, and much more. A specific listing of all makes and models for which parts are available at liquidation prices will be posted on our Facebook page. Some claim that the age of a true gentleman is far behind us, but here at 284 Media, we disagree. He may appear in different guises today, but the values and ideals that make him a gent still stand. 284 Media proudly presents The Art of a Distinguished Gentleman with yours truly, Ron Grant, a show poised to help guide modern-day men into 21st century distinguished gentlemen. Don't worry, it's not all about suits and bow ties, but raw, real-life lessons that translate to grounded, community-minded, well-rounded men. The Art of a Distinguished Gentleman, Season 5, a 284 Media production. Welcome back, everyone, and thank you so much for sticking with us. As promised, I'm today joined by Bishop of the New Life Baptist Church, John Cline. Bishop Cline, thank you for your time and welcome to our platform.
It's good to be here, Ron. Thank you for having me. Happy New Year.
Welcome. Same to you. As I mentioned, the New Life Baptist Church will be hosting a financial management seminar from January 10th to the 12th. This is a free event being hosted by the New Life Baptist Church. Before we get into the actual seminar, I want to speak about your thoughts on the importance of financial management for your congregation.
Yes, I don't even think it's just for the congregation.
Understood.
Yeah, of course, we focus on the congregation because that's where we are. But in terms of people's lives, there are a lot of persons who don't really understand money and what money is and how it flows. There's a lot of persons living from paycheck to paycheck. There's a lot of persons who believe because their incomes are low that they can't save or they can't invest. Consequently, they end up later on in their lives with no plan, no financial plan, and they are at the mercies of either family or Social Security or social development and so on and so forth. Whereas if they had the information and the knowledge base to make better decisions financially, they can better manage their affairs, no matter how little it is, how much it is, because there are persons who also make a lot of money but don't know how to save it. They spend all they make. So it is to get the information to the people so that they can make better decisions for their future, because a saving and investment now is there to replace your paycheck later.
Understood.
Basically, you are planning that the day you don't have to work or can't work, for whatever reason, we can get into that a little bit more, because there are two different things. One is I don't want to, and the other one I can't.
I'm unable to. Yeah.
Yes, that you have created what many call a nest egg, or you have planned your financial life so that there is no deficit.
Understood.
In your quality of life.
Well, I have to ask you on a personal level, because you've been very vocal over the years about your growth and development, and obviously through your testimony that you've shared with your congregation publicly, you weren't always in the position that you are in at this moment. I want to talk about that and simply, how did you evolve when it comes to financial management?
You know, I learned some basic economic principles from my mother the son of 14 or the 10th of 14 children, see her have to feed all of us on a salary of my father at that time that I remember, the earliest I remember when she said, your father make $8 a day, and that's $40 a week, 5 days a week, and have to spread that to feed persons. And she taught me how to save and how to value what I buy. So it's not just the cost of a thing, but the value of a thing, and how do you value that? So when I got my first job working at Water and Sewage, making $54 a week, I used to give her 25. I saved 10 and I had 15 to spend, basically, of $50. So I think it was like $4 in taxes or something like that. And I kept that principle throughout my life. So whether I was making, $200 or $2,000 or $200,000.
The principle remained.
The principle remained.
Understood.
So that foundation, and that's why it's important for parents to teach their children good work ethics, savings, and not just entitlement. The money I have is mine. It's not my children's, it's mine. They will have to make their own money.
Understood.
They will inherit, if I plan well, they will inherit what I leave behind, because the Bible says a good man leave an inheritance for his children, not even them, their children. But that's where I learned that. So it didn't matter where I was living, whether in America, BVI, or wherever.
Understood.
The principle remained the same. And through that discipline of savings, you further then go and learn about investments. I was living in New Jersey. I started hearing about stocks and bonds, had nothing to know. So I started buying the Wall Street Journal, trying to interpret what I was seeing, and stocks, and and then I joined this company. They introduced 401k, and what it is, they're investing in the market for it to grow. And you understand pensions, and you understand. So you start investigating until you gather a knowledge base over 30, 40 years. And this is what persons don't understand. This is not some automatic, overnight, get-rich-quick something. You have to investigate where you're going to invest.
Understood.
And your area of interest. And once you do that, you get the knowledge base. Then you apply as you see fit.
Well, speaking of knowledge base, you are bringing that knowledge to the members of the New Life Baptist Church, and by extension, the wider territory. This is an event that is going to be available, I assume, via the church's live broadcast streaming. Tell us about the financial management seminar being hosted by the New Life Baptist Church.
So it's something that I do basically almost every year.
Okay.
We just, because of social media, now it's more amplified because we can get it out there, post it. This year, however, I have included two other ladies. Sharifa Maloney Smith is an accountant, but also a strong woman of God and love the Word of God. And what she does is she will lay the foundation for the biblical mode of creating wealth. A lot of persons think that Jesus was some poor soul and we have to be poor. Jesus was not poor. His family was not poor. The Bible doesn't say that. He was born in a stable because there was no room in the hotel. But his parents had hotel money.
Okay.
They went to the hotel. They said, do you have any space? My wife is pregnant and she needs to give birth. They said, everything is sold out. He said, what you got? He said, I got a stable. So he said, well, I'll take that because she's ready to give birth. You don't hire 12 disciples to work for you, tell them leave their family and their businesses if you can't take care of them. That's not a poor man's style. So this whole idea that Jesus is poor and we have to be so poor and lowly, and when we die, when we all get to heaven, it's a fallacy and it's not biblical. So Sharifa will lay the foundation for that and give certain accounting principles with savings and how you budget.
Wonderful.
To save. Shayna has done some financial courses herself. She studied a guy named Dave Ramsey, and he has the Financial Peace University.
And that's Mrs. Shayna
Smith Archer, yes. And she will focus in on some more emphasizing budgeting and, but in particular, debt management. How do you manage debt? Because some persons are saddled with debt all their lives and they never get out of debt. So what she would be bringing in ways to retire your debt so that you can live a more wholesome life and you're not slave to a paycheck. And then I will come and talk about investing, estate management in terms of wills.
Good.
How do you make a will and not leave confusion for your children? How do you invest? What's the investment vehicles that are available both locally and internationally? How you access markets? And those kind of things.
Wonderful. Well, as I mentioned, the seminar will be held from January 10th to the 12th. And as you so rightfully mentioned, this is not the first time it's being held. Right. It's just now being broadcast. I think particularly it is an ideal time as we begin the year of 2024. Persons would get an opportunity to try to make sure that they're moving in best practices as it pertains to financial management. I want to give you an opportunity, Bishop Cline. This is a free event. Let me just make that known to the public. Free registration. If you're unable to actually make the seminar, it will be live streamed. But Bishop, before we go, I want you to speak to the general public on not only the importance of financial management, but most importantly, invite them to this event.
Cool, thank you. Well, I want to say to all of those of you that are listening that it's a great event, a great seminar. One of the greatest investment any of us can make is first in ourselves, Ron. Build the knowledge for yourself so that you can make an informed decision. So here at the New Life Baptist Church, under the direction and leadership of Pastor Jovan Cline, we are putting on this seminar for the benefit of our members, but the wider public. We invite you to come. You don't have to be a member of New Life Baptist Church. It will start 7 p.m. On the 10th, 11th, and 12th every night. We have some additional persons that will be contributing. Sheila George from George Henry Partners will be talking a little more extensively about wills and the importance of having a will. I'm not the expert in that legal framework. So we will have those kind of resource on hand.
Understood.
So it will be for all persons. And you know what? Bring your children. Bring your children and let them learn the value of money and savings. Instead of just wearing a gold chain that will, gold is good. Gold is good. Gold is better than cash, actually. But teach them how to save and give them a bank book. So those are the kind of things we are going to be doing there. And I invite you to come and glean from what we have gathered and what I've gathered over the last 30 years.
Wonderful. Bishop Cline, I want to thank you so much for your time, and most importantly, once again, a Happy New Year to you and the very best for you and the members of the New Life Baptist Church. Thank you for your time.
Much appreciated.
You're most welcome. Viewers, that's all the time we have. Have a beautiful rest of the day. Bye-bye.